I think this budget has been a refreshing budget after I think a few years. Because why I'm saying refreshing, because I think there was only positive. I hope in the fine print there are no negatives being shared, but as a presentation it was very positive. It touched upon all the key needs of our economy. It spoke about how agriculture sector has to be taken care of, how MSMEs have to be taken care of through additional credit. It also spoke about sustainability in terms of investing more in nuclear energy, small nuclear plants, so that we can have nuclear energy availability all through the country. So I think all those touch points were good. Capex expenditure, I think, is more or less same as what it is this year at some 10 lakh crores. So all those things are good. But I think the biggest achievement was the tax rate rationalization and the giving more money at the hands of the middle class, which is huge. You're talking of 300 400 million people. So if the middle class is benefiting in some way, how that helps is they have more disposable income. The disposable income gets consumed some way or the other, which means the industry will have a very, very big benefit. The benefits may not always be in terms of taxation or other things, but also in terms of consumption. So we are seeing that our growth rate has slightly gone down last few quarters, so which is largely because of consumption. So with this, if the consumption increases, I think industry will expand capacities, they will invest more, private investment will increase, which has not been happening so far. So private investment increases, employment again increases. Even the MSMEs will benefit, because MSMEs either sell directly or they support the large companies. So MSMEs will also benefit in terms of expansion of their business. जो हम अपने startups में और number of unicorns में we are seeing the growth. There was this 10,000 crore fund of funds created by government through SIDBI earlier also. And that, like finance minister was mentioning, that gave a overall fund of 91,000 crores to our startups. So if another 10,000 crores are coming, you can actually imagine how the startup ecosystems will grow further. And startups are also entrepreneurs and employers by themselves. So I think this is definitely going to benefit. And when the government invests some amount of money, then there are more people coming in to invest more. So that's the benefit of the government investing, because it shows that the government is confident, government will support. So then all other private sector, PEs and VCs, they also step in.
Income tax which has been given as a relief, this is the objective is to have more disposable income in the hands of the middle income group. Disposable income means now you have money to spend. So ultimately either you save or you spend. Probabilities are high that it will be spent only. So when you spend, you ultimately whatever, whether goods or services, you pay indirect tax on it, which is GST. This means the government is going to make revenue on the other side, from the other hand, in the form of indirect tax, which is GST. So the whole objective is to give liquidity to the normal taxpayer, so that they are able to spend that money on various other activities and also garner GST from that. One change I would like to mention also over here is with respect to the liberalized remittance scheme, where earlier there was a limit of 7 lakh rupees. This has now been increased to 10 lakh rupees. So this means when you are making a foreign payment or any foreign conducted tour, you are not supposed to have any TCS on that. And second, for education, specifically for education, so those Indians who have sent their children outside India for education, there is no TCS which is applicable if you are paying directly to the universities. So this is, I think, a very welcome move also from the taxation perspective.
हमारे साथ बातचीत करने के लिए हैं कृषि राज्य मंत्री भागीरथ चौधरी जी। सर, अगर कृषि के लिहाज से देखें इस बजट को, तो क्या कुछ इसमें किसानों के लिए है और खास करके महंगाई को कम करने के हिसाब से?
देखिए, ये प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी के तीसरे कार्यकाल का ये जो पहला पूर्ण बजट पेश किया गया है, ये इस देश के अन्नदाताओं के किसानों को समर्पित किया गया है कि धन धान्य योजना लागू की गई है। और चाहे मखाना बोर्ड बनाने की बात हो, चाहे यूरिया के प्लांट नए लगाने की बात हो, क्योंकि ये देश कृषि प्रधान देश है। किसान, कृषि इस देश की रीढ़ की हड्डी है, किसान इसकी आत्मा है। जब तक मोदी जी का सपना है कि जब तक किसान के घर में समृद्धि नहीं आएगी, तब तक ये देश विकसित राष्ट्र नहीं बन सकता है। इसलिए ये जो बजट पेश किया गया, ये किसानों को समर्पित किया गया, ये मिडिल क्लास को समर्पित किया गया। आपको पता है 12 लाख तक कोई टैक्स नहीं। ये ऐतिहासिक बजट है और पहले बजट पेश हुआ करता था 1 साल के लिए। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी का ये विजन है और हमारी वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण जी ने जो बजट पेश किया, ये 2047 का रोड मैप तैयार करके ये बजट पेश किया गया और मैं कह सकता हूँ ये ऐतिहासिक बजट है। देश के अन्नदाता किसानों के लिए, सभी के लिए सर्वव्यापी है, सर्वस्पर्शी बजट ये पेश किया गया है।